Ah, right. Okay. Always catches me off guard, you know. I have to, it'll freeze, it say you're live, but nothing's going on. So I've got to watch out for the little timer in the corner to let me know that it is actually recording. Well, as you can see, still celebrating the Halloween. It is Halloween month. It is Monday the 21st. I think it's Monday. Yeah, Monday the 21st of October. So only about another week to go till until Easter. So there we go. So of course, as you can see, I'm dressed up as old Boggy. Next time, I might be dressed up as Papalazoo. You know, just for a change. Peter B's in the house, and Andrew Smith, Andy Smith. Andy Smith is with us. Oh, excuse me. Hello to you both. Anyway, I've got what I've been doing during the week when things come up. This is actually an old. This is actually a fish fillet thing. Talk about recycling. I was in McDonald's and I was just writing a few notes about things that I want to speak about. You know, a few subjects. This is hello, Moggy Mark. That's from G White. Hello to you. Yeah, Moggy. No, Moggy. Man, I haven't heard that in a while. But Moggy used to be when I was a kid. Cats were known as Moggies. You know. It's anyway. Frankie Smith. Hey, Mark. Loving the paint. Fancy some help with some possible snowflakes. Fancy some help with some possible snowflakes. Absolutely. At the moment, I've got four on the books at the moment, but I'll keep you in mind because the four's a good number because some can come in for certain times and then they go and then others can take over and all this. Yep. Where's he gone? Daniel. Evening, Mark, and he says, "Good evening to the snowflakes." You know they're bound to show up very very shortly. Yeah, no, that'd be great, Frankie Smith. Yeah, well, once because what I do, I try and change it up a bit. Give people come in for a couple of weeks and then a couple of episodes, and then change them over a bit. So I'll keep you in mind there. Okay, right. Okay, we've got one thumb. Oh, look, somebody just went there. I saw the number drop. Anybody got any things that you want to trigger? G Wise, wonder how quickly Mark will trigger the snowflakes tonight. Absolutely. I'll tell you what. Well, the thing is, they're not only complaining on the live stream when I'm dressed as old Boggy over here, that actually, I think they're going over to my cookery. Because anybody who doesn't know, who happens to be watching in a minute, most of you will do. I have a separate thing, although it's on the one channel. This is live stream where it's all anything goes. But then I do a cookery thing in the kitchen there, and they're starting to go over to that, and even my cookery videos. I made a sandwich video the other day. I can't remember what was in it. Pastrami, I think, or something. I don't know. Anyway, there was there's an extremely large amount of thumbs down for it, which is unusual for any cookery video. I mean, you get some thumbs down, but I mean the thumbs up always outweigh it. So I think they're going over, and they're not just content with being on here. Olivia Ulrich, hello to you. See you. King Tigaro. Big up, Mark. Nice to see you back on the live, and even better to see you now now infamous old Boggy. Respect, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, the old Boggy. Actually, well, that reminds me. If you go onto anybody goes onto my cookery videos, I've done one the other day. And behind me is the address of the P.O. Box on the wall there. Started up a new P.O. Box, and what I'm saying to people is just like before. If you say get a bit of old packaging here, this happens to be a fish fillet box or a nuggets box or a dog biscuit box or a cornflakes box. Anyway, bit of cardboard. Use it, cut it out square like a postcard. Write on it, put a stamp on it, send it in, and I'll read it out and I'll show your postcard to the world. And your stamp will go to the dog charity like before. And what was I going to? Oh, yeah, that was the other bit. And also, if as an extra bonus, because of the theme of this month, if you, instead of a postcard, if you put it in an envelope, why don't you draw a picture of Old Boggy or Papa Lazu, whichever you choose. Draw a picture of, that I'm modeling here. Draw a picture, send it in, and you'll get yourself a shout out as well. So it's a double bonus. You can just write a postcard if you want, or if you want to go the extra mile, draw a picture of a old Boggy face. And everybody who sends one in will get a shout out. Boggy's back. That's Jim Lahey. Lahey. I don't know pronounce that. Jeez, I'm a bit tired. Oliver Ulrich. Mark, it's Oliver. Did I mispronounce it earlier? I remember the Ulrich. I don't know if I mispronounced Oliver. I don't know. But Oliver Ulrich. Nath and John. Evening, Mark. Nice face. Could you say the N-word for us again? The N-word. There you go. There you go. So what I can do for you. The N-word. Hope that satisfies. Andy Smith. Big up, old Boggy. Hello. Hello, Dad. From Jacob Tube. King Torio. Tigaro. King Tigaro. Do you have a CD player? I'm going to send you a copy of my latest album to review. Ah, yep, absolutely. Yep, go right ahead. Send a CD there. I have a CD player. I actually have a DVD. Well, I've got a DVD player. I use the PS player. If anybody's got one of those movies, they used to get free with the newspapers. Any interesting one, not the same old, but any interesting ones, I'll be happy to take a look at those for you. Who's this? Somebody with looks like hieroglyphics. Hello, I'm Olivia. I'm a big fan of yours. Thank you very much. Jacob Tube, it was a joke. Yeah, I kind of got that. Toby Lancaster, way hey, Mark. El Ray. Mark, have you ever been? No, I've never been to Ireland. I've been to Scotland. I've been to Wales. Been to Wales, Blaenau Festiniog. I've been to Scotland. Went to Loch Ness, the lake. Like a bunch of dumb shit. We were all kids, like a bunch of stupid shits. We were looking out for the monster, but of course we never seen it. Who's this? Melissa. Been invited to too many Halloween parties, Mark? Sure, the face paint would go down a treat. No, I don't really sort of go to Halloween parties as such. I mean, I figure that's just for the for the youngsters. We're undergoing another. Kevin Jahadin. Will you undo another button? Even on the shirt. Oh, actually, this is. Oh, yeah. It's because I put this shirt on 30 seconds before I went live. So. Oliver Ulrich, did you go on the Festiniog Railway in Blaenau? Possibly. I've been a couple of times to Wales. I can't remember. I've been on a train. It goes up like a mountain. Toby Lancaster, what on earth are you doing? Well, it's celebrating Halloween, of course, because it's Halloween month, and this is modelled on Old Boggy. So yeah, anybody want to send a picture in, send it to the, draw a picture with a crayon and send it into the P.O. box. Anyway, oh boy, tell you what, I've got a few things that I want to chat about. The this, I tell you, I have all kind, I can't even go on the bus anymore without getting into fucking arguments and stuff. I was on the bus coming home from work. It was on Saturday night. Today's Monday. It was a Saturday just gone. Trying to get home from work, right? I get on the bus, and actually, it started while we're waiting on the bus, right? These, you know, I mean, these are not just random general members of the public. These are actually people who work in the building opposite, who are, you know. Anyway, we're all waiting on the bus at 10:20, and I mean, one of them was a, oh man, well, one of them was English, one of them was one of them Polish Johnnies. All right, and what they thought was, they actually thought, like they always do, all these fucking foreigners, that they're always drinking cans of Coke when they finish work and different drinks, and they think it's great to throw the can on the grass before they get on the bus, right? Even though there's a bag, the council have tied a bag to the post. They won't put a litter bin there, but they've tied a bag to the post, and of course they throw the cans on the floor, and I look over, I think, yeah, you know, and the fat slob, right, the English one. He thought it was right amusing that that I had a disagreeable expression. That wasn't his words because he wasn't that articulate, but a disagreeable expression on my face regarding him throwing his, you know, he thought it was quite funny, you know, to the people at the bus stop have a miserable fucking expression. And of course, he was laughing his ass off, but he was such a, you know, one of those types, you know, he's such out of shape where he's laughing and wheezing at the same time. He's just, you know, he can't laugh without choking on himself. Anyway, yeah, it started with that. And, so I'll get on the bus. I get on and, I tell you, it's a whole series of things, right? Then the bus comes, I get on the bus and I'm behind a guy. He's walking down the aisle, and the bus was packed. Let me tell you, it was packed solid. And he comes across, and there's a guy sitting in the seat against the window, and he's got his fucking bag sitting on the seat next to him in the aisle position, you know. And the guy who's walking up the aisle has to ask the guy to move his bag. This moron who's sitting on the bus doesn't register that the bus is jam packed. There's 12 people trying to get on the bus. Why don't I move the bag? No, he has to wait until he's fucking asked. So the bad guy moves. He gets a seat. Then it's me that I get along, and I literally get the last seat on the bus next to this woman, right? And so we're going along, and everybody else, the whole place is full of standing, you know, down the aisle, full of standing people, right? It was that jammed. When, you know, 20 minutes later, we get to the city centre, right? Picture this. The woman says to me, you know, she's sort of fidgeting about, and I said, "Oh, is this your stop?" You know, and it's my stop as well. But she said, "Oh no, I've got to get my shoes." For some reason, she took her fucking shoes off. Right? I didn't realize. Anyway, she said, "Yeah, I just need to get my shoes on," and all this shit. So I get up about 45 seconds before the bus comes to the bus stop, the final bus stop, and I'm in the aisle. We're all jam packed, and I'm in it, right? Picture, you got the aisle. Me and this woman were in the left. This woman and I were in the left. I get up, and there's a couple of women in the seat next to me. So one of them is about sort of 25. I'm in the aisle. She gets up. She's got a backpack on, so I mean that takes up a lot of room. And what she's doing, I'm right. We're nose to fucking nose down this aisle. She gets up and she's trying to cram herself between me and the guy in front of me. The bus is still moving, so we're like, oh shit, we're fucking moving away, trying to keep my balance. She's backing in and she's pushing me, and I thought, fuck you, right? So I just right, trying to sort of close the gap between me and this other guy, so she can't get in. She's still pushing backwards in me, and I'm standing in there. She's pushing me into the seat where there's, into the left side of the bus where these guys were sitting. So she's nudging away, trying to get in. It doesn't register with her that there's a bit of resistance here. Maybe there's somebody standing there. She's trying to nudge her way into the gap. She's pushing me into the guy who's sitting down, and and I said to her, "How far are you going to keep pushing, bitch?" And then it dawned on me, I'm on a crowded bus. This bus is packed to the rafters. And I say, "How far are you going to keep pushing me, bitch?" And she looked at me, and then, she said, "No, fuck off, go on, just go on," like this. And it was one of those things, like sometimes, I don't know if you ever have it that, I had this when I saw a guy kick his dog once. I fucking lost it, and then just, you just react immediately. It was like that on the bus. She was nudging her to say in a very loud voice, "How far you're going to be pushing me, bitch?" And oh man, but yeah, as soon as I said it, then I realised I'm on a crowded bus. I can't, Anyway, so we get off, and but it goes to show just how, the thing is, I heard them talking, and I'll tell you, she was Polish. She was one of these foreign Polish, Czechoslovakian, one of them Johnnies, right? She wasn't English. I just want to, because I know I'll get some people writing. Not that it bothers, but save you the effort of writing. She was one of them foreigners, and I've noticed over the years that they've been here, they do have a different sense of how to conduct themselves. When they first came here, fuck me, we would almost be having fistfights in the warehouse because they had no concept of queuing. Like for the clock and out machine, they're just, I fancy joining the queue here. Yeah, they got no idea. Same as on the bus. Years ago, you had to, the arguments used to get in because there'll be like 8 people in line for the bus trying to get on the bus. They would, they'd be running across the street. They'll just join the front of the queue. That's it. Anyway, so she had no concept of waiting her fucking turn, waiting for the aisle to go through and then jumping out of a seat. No. She wanted to jump out then, and she was going to barge any fucker out of the way who happened to be standing there. Oh. And anyway, so that's fucking But so anyway, she needed talking to. So calling her a bitch as loud as I did, it's kind of funny now when I think of it, but I mean at the time, I was mad, and I got off the bus. But the thing is, the bus actually went one bus stop, because the bus stops are fairly close, within, say 30 feet of each other. There's a whole line of them. The bus driver went one bus stop too far, so we'd get off, and I'm all disoriented now because where the fuck are we? No, I'm supposed to be on that bus stop, but the one that we just passed. So then then I ended up hanging about for a minute while she was hanging about for a minute, wondering where the fuck she was. Jesus, this is getting awkward. So but it goes to show, anyway, so that was my encounter with a inconsiderate bastard on the bus. Why don't they just learn? There's a fucking queuing system we've adapted in England for years now. That's how you keep law and order. One person will stand behind the next person, behind the next, and you have an orderly line. You don't just join the line where you like she did. She just figured, bus is coming to a stop. I'll just get out of my seat, join the, get in there and fucking, no, there's a line already of people already beating you to it. We're in the aisle. Right, anyway. Yeah, a lot of people, who's that? Oh, see Peter B's keeping law and order. Yeah, I haven't been watching it. I've been concentrating on my little story there, but yeah, I mean that happens. That usually, well, it doesn't happen so much anymore. Because they're starting over the years. It's taken them a lot of years, but they've started to get the hang of how to wait your fucking turn. That's how it works in this, in this country. But they're starting to get the idea. But it's just some of them. Just some of them. I mean, Anyway, that was my little thing. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It always seems to happen on the buses. Or the bus, or mind you, it happens a lot. When I'm out and about, meet some awkward bastard. But the trouble is with buses, you're so enclosed. And if people don't follow the fucking rules, you just get. It's like the assholes. They still do it now. When you're on the bus, All right, you get up, you stand in the aisle. Other people who are, say you're at the back, and other people who are in the front and in the middle, they get up, they join the aisle. But then what they do, or what annoys me even more was if I'm at the back of the bus and I get up in the aisle, somebody will get up and think, oh, okay. But no, he will stop and let every fucker out of their chair into the aisle. And I've actually pushed guys out of the way. I've pushed them down the aisle, right? Well, not push it, sort of like shoved, sort of like quick shove, And then when they get up, when they put their foot outside the bus, that's it, bang, push them to the right. I'm moving left because I need to get across the road. I've done that a few times, just to show them, say, look, you're holding up the fucking line, just get out of the way. It's amazing how I haven't got any more trouble than I have, because I've done that a bunch of times. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, but that's just inconsiderate bastards. I fucking hate it. Any road. Oh, thank you, Andy Smith. Great story, he says. Yeah, it's just, ugh. I mean, do these things only happen to me? I mean, is there anybody else out there that, let's see, Oliver, who operates the buses around Great Linford, Mark? Well, I mean, I don't know. We have two buses. Well, no, we have about, I don't know, at least three bus companies. We got Arriva, we got Red Rose, we got at least one other, maybe two others. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's maybe three, maybe four bus companies in not just Linford, Great Linford, but well, they cover everywhere. They don't just cover Linford Wood. They never make any money, would they? So it's all as they cover Milton Keynes. Dylan Evans, shout out to my little brother Jude and my good pal Liam, please, Mark. Okay, shout out to those, Jude and Liam. G White, Mark's remarks, aka the snowflake melter. Absolutely. Hey Mark, was wondering how your day went. Well, I had a day off today, and the trouble is they're working us to death at the minute. So I mean, when I get a day off, I spend most of it sleeping. Get up early afternoon, try and do some errands. Oh, that was the thing. Yeah, yes. Oh, actually, before I get onto this other way, talk about useless fuckers. Last week I had a day or two off, and what I wanted to because what do I save up my change and I take it up to the bank and throw it in the machine in the Metro. I think it's Metro Bank. Throw it in the machine, change it up for £50 note because I find it that way it's easier to save, rather than cash out for, as I say, paper money, but other money. But it's easier to spend. So I change all my loose change, throw it in the machine, get a £50 note, and then what I did, I thought, right, well, what I want to do, I want to build up a surplus because I mean, I remember last time I broke my foot, cracked a bone in my foot. I didn't break it, cracked a bone in my foot. I was off for quite a few weeks, so it is handy to have a little bit of a nest egg. So I went into the bank. I said, told them, I want to withdraw this amount of money, but I want it in £50 notes. She looked on the computer. They have no £50 notes, right? This is fucking Barclays Bank, for Christ's sake. And she said, I said, well, yeah, but what the, she said, oh, yeah, well, the thing is, if you give us a couple of days notice, we can, we can get them, I said, look, you're a bank, aren't you? Jesus. So, I mean, what bank doesn't have £50 notes? I mean, fuck me, they're legal tender. So I mean, it's not like nobody uses them. I mean, there is the old fucking stigma about was it drug dealers and tax fraudsters use them, but no, I mean it's just as easy to use £20 note. I mean, yeah, I mean you've got say for £100 in 20s, that's 5 notes instead of 2 notes if they're 50s. It's a lot easier to carry around if you're but no, I mean, what bank doesn't have a few 50s on hand? It's imagine how fucked they'll be if they ever, not that they'll ever bring out £100 note. I mean, I personally wish they would, but the banks would be fucked to if they can't even handle a fucking £50 note. Was Frankie Smith? No, I don't know why you were muted. Well, that's the thing. I've got some moderators on the case. Hot Water says no freedom of speech in here. I thought you were for edgy jokes. Yeah. All right. I don't know what. All right. People are. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Good. Peter B. Yeah. People. Peter B says deliberate wind up comments will be removed. Good. Okay. Yeah. Let people have a little free way. Free. What am I talking about? Free reign. But yeah, keep law and order. If they're just writing stupid shit for the hell of it, just trying to get me going, yeah, then time them out. Okay, there's a lot of comments. What the fuck? Yeah, see, there's another one. You had a comment. What do you do for a living, Mark? My old man works around your area. Wonder if you know him. Well, what is my area, and why would I know him? Milton Keynes is a big place. It's anyway. Yeah. It's because you're just okay. A lot of people write to each other, but yeah, anybody with silly stuff, then they're bound to get sort of timed out and stuff. Um, yeah, another. It might be because I'm getting old. There seems to be a fashion nowadays. All right, men with earrings. I'm not a big, I think that's a bit fucking girly. Uh, but men with ponytails. All right, I mean that's bad enough as it is. All right, but the what seems to be a craze is men with ponytails, but their hair is way too short to have a ponytail. So it's almost like they're scraping their hair back, trying to, you've got like 1 inch of hair in a little bundle, and then they're tying a wrap around it, and it's like, wait 3 months, it'll fucking grow, and then you can put an elastic band around it. But trying to make a ponytail at the back with hair that is way too short. What the Christ is going on there? I don't get that. Either grow a ponytail or fucking don't. Don't, if you can't make it into a ponytail properly, then wait a few months. But like I say, it's probably just me. But I notice these things and it just winds me up. uh, Mark, are you a fan of Up Man? I don't know what Up Man is. That's the thing. People ask me questions like that. I have no idea what Up Man is, or what anything else is. Anyway. Oh, Jim Leahy. I see two young lads have been stabbed to death in MK Mark, getting a bit close to home now. The contagion is spreading out from London. Indeed, I mean we have our share of stabbings and whatnot. It's not like a regular thing, but often enough. Do you think, oh fuck me again? Yeah, this time I'm not sure about the exact area, but I remember I heard it on the radio, and I'm thinking, well, it's not like in my neighbourhood and that, but we've had some killings just literally around the corner from me. Well, actually, I say that way and that way. um, Down that way that was about 15 years ago when I had the shop. Some guy was off his meds, hammered some old guy, fucked him up for a bit, killed the old woman, killed her son with a hammer. Helicopters were out, and yeah, he was the fucking assistant manager of the co-op. Anyway, and then a year or two ago, somebody got stabbed and made it to Great Linford and then died. Outside the shop, at 2 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, it's a bit inconvenient, but the yeah. Anyway, what's his up dog? What was it about up dog? I don't know. Gregor. Mark, what was that about up dog? No, I don't know. Somebody said up man. I don't know. I don't know if he meant up dog. I don't know. Any road. Oh, now, so yeah, I've a lot of you. Oh man, this was. I don't know. I just have a logical mind when it comes to shit, right? Oh boy, excuse me. Fucking got the burps or indigestion or something. What I'm trying to do, I've noticed I'm turning into a bit of a fat bastard, right? So I'm trying to cut way down on fizzy drinks, you know, and I'm drinking a lot more. You know, like I've lost the carton now. Cartons in a bin. You know, cartons of you know, like fruit, actually, fruit juice. I did a review on this. One of my first reviews was this Co-op 2 litre tropical fruit juice, right? It's got, when I did this 2 years ago, it had 11 juices in it. And let's see, apple 1, orange 2, pineapple 3, apricot 4, passion fruit 5, lemon 6, lime 7, guava 8, banana 9, mango 10. Yeah, but I'm sure it had 11 a couple of years ago. Anyway, I'm starting to drink a little bit more of this. There's a lot of water in this, 70% water, 30% fruit juice, as an alternative to fizzy drinks, because I'm really getting to be a fat fuck, you know. So I'm hoping to fix that. Um, Anyway, no, I was really at work, and I'm scanning through the paper, looking at the photographs of those protesters who were on top of the trains, right? And you know, and I thought, right, there's bound to be some footage on the internet. So I went over in the canteen, went over the computer, typed in train protesters or something, and there was a bunch of footage, and I'm watching it, and it was so funny that. You know, there's one guy on top of the train. Some guy gets some help getting himself on the top to try and get this protester. And the protester's trying to kick him in the face and get him off the thing, but he gets pulled off, you know, by his feet. And then once they hit the floor, then they get a shoo in from all these disgruntled characters, commuters, right? Which was funny in itself, but it got me strange, right? Because I'm thinking, because I was joking with somebody about this is way out of character for English people, you know. But it got me thinking. You know, while I was watching these things, I'm watching all the clips of different angles, and you get these stupid old pensioners with their fucking hand glued to the door, you know. I would just grab the old woman by the hair and, you know, dragged her across the. But yeah, gluing their hand to the thing. No, but it got me going, right? Because they had this organizer that they was interviewing the TV crew, this organizer, and he was like, "Oh yes, well the thing is, we have to, you know, we're yeah. Well, where the fuck was he in the protest? No, he's way back there. He's got these dummies to climb up on the train. He's way back in the, a bit like the royal family when they say they're in the front line of the Afghanis. You know, no, they're way back where it's safe. You know. Anyway, that's what this guy was doing. He was saying how important it was and what a great job he was doing, but he was way back in the safety of the car park. But it got me thinking, right? You've got these guys, they're climbing on the train, fucking things up for all the commuters, and then it's bound to happen that people are going to get, you know, because the trouble was, right? They may, let's say they think they've got a good cause, right? That aside, it was their timing. As far as I can tell, it was their timing that was wrong. They shouldn't have done it in the morning. They should have done it in the evening. Okay? Because thing is, how pissed off do you get? Anybody who catches a bus, cycles to work, gets a taxi, drives, gets a train, how pissed off do you get when you're going down the street and there's a hold up? Okay, there's some workmen cutting off 2 out of the 3 lanes. There's a car broke down at the roundabout, holding things up. Oh fuck me, you know, this is going to add another 5-10 minutes onto my journey. I'm going to be late. And then you go down the road and something else happens, and all of a sudden you know, the worst thing you can do, you know, is it's way worse. I've done it. It's way worse to be late, you know, to get a hold up on the way in because you're going to be late, and that is inconvenient. which is what these guys did. They climbed up on the train and they tried to delay the trains, which you've got 1,000 people trying to get on the train. They're all pissed off because they're going to be late for work. All right. That's why they got dragged off the train and given a slap. Okay. That's why. If they'd have timed it properly, instead of the morning, done it in the evening, done it at 5 o'clock, done it at 6 o'clock. Now, the same scenario, when you're in your car, on the bus, on the train, on your bike, going home from work, and there's a hold up on the traffic, there's a blockage at the roundabout, there's some roadworks, there's a broken down bus down there. It doesn't matter so much because you go, all right, so I'll be late getting home by 15 minutes. Who cares? No big deal, right? But going to work, that is going to make you mad. These people decide to hold up people on the way to work in asking for a beating. If they'd have done it at 5 o'clock, everybody would have sort of stood around. Fucking hell! All right, waiting on the police, waiting on the train guards. Right, yeah, get them off. Look, because we want to get home. I want to get some dinner. And that would have been it. But because I did it in the morning, you're fucking with people trying to get to work, and that makes them extra angry. That's why it kicked off. It was good for footage. I mean, it was fun to watch these protesters getting a beating. But it was all about the timing. Nobody cares about going home 15 minutes late, but going to work 15 minutes late. So next time, you dumb shits, if you've got the sense to be listening to what I'm saying, do it at 5 o'clock. Do it at 6 o'clock. Nobody cares about being late going home. Okay, Mark, you should drink mixed. Mark, you should do drink mixing videos. Make up your own cocktails. Interesting. That's some G White. Yeah, that's interesting. I could invent my own cocktail. I've actually had a few cocktails in the past. Not many, but just a novelty. Mark, no train can hold 1,000 people. All right. What number do you like? 500 people? All right, 500. Well, all right. Well, how long's the train? All right, I don't know. I mean, maybe you can hold 1,000 people. Well, actually, probably not. All right, so 500 people. Jesus. All right. Ben Varley, love your live streams, Mark. Anyway, tell us more about your old weed smoking days. How did you get into the old ganja? Well, no, I was smoking it when I was about 20, between the age of 20, 25, around there, And yeah, I've in the past 20 years ago, I've tried growing it myself out from the seeds that I get. But the trouble is, back, I don't always like now, aside from that guy that sold me some fucking spice. My God, that little fucking shit. Back in those days, you basically got what you were given. You didn't know whether you're getting high, low, medium strength, a mix of 6 different types. All kinds of. You don't know what you were getting. But anyway, yeah. I mean, those days are pretty much gone. I mean, a little while, a while back, oh dear, a while back, I had had a joint, had a smoke, and yeah, it wasn't as enjoyable as what it used to be. I remember, because I don't like, it's like I'll drink. No, I'm not a heavy drinker. I'll just drink vodka mostly, but I'll drink until I feel the effect and then I'll stop. I don't really drink until I get out of control and fall down and, like some dumb shits. But when I had the smoke, that was it. I lost all control. I wasn't able to stand up, walk, nothing, I couldn't think straight. It wasn't a good feeling, but, maybe it's maybe it's a dosage. I don't know. Let's see. Have you ever done? Oh, carrion. Karen Marriott is in the house. Good to see you live again. Thank you very much. Peter B. Weed gone mega strong. Old fashioned mellow seems to have gone. Yeah, I'm probably right. You know, there is so many. I mean, that company Gorilla Seeds that sponsors some of my videos. You know, they you'll probably hear from them again. It's just that when they have promotions, then they let me know. Don't have promotions every week and they never make any money. But yeah, they because I go, you know, I go through their website, look at all the pictures and read up on some of the stuff, and there are hundreds upon hundreds of strains. Oh, it's like every other week they take the strong high from this one along with the quick growing of this one, put them together, they've got a new strain, you know. And every there's so many. It is amazing, you know. I'm sure there wasn't that many when I was a lad. Tony Fresco, is it true? I don't know what is what true. Uh, Oliver Ulrich, do you support Allah? Uh, yeah. Okay. The anybody want to do the address of my P.O. Box will be on my cookery videos. It's been on one so far that I've loaded. I've got another one in the pipework to be loaded another day. That's got the address on there. If you want to write a postcard on the back of a bit of scrap paper, you know, say a box of chicken nuggets from McDonald's, take the top off, use that as a postcard, put a stamp on it. If you want to draw a picture of what I'm modeling here, old boggy, do that as a picture on with crayon, fountain pen, whatever you like. Do the old boggy face just on a bit of paper, post it in. All the stamps will go to a dog charity. What's this? G White, Joanna Butler, and Snowflake friends think you're a big meanie, Mark. Yeah, actually, I haven't heard from Joanna Butler recently, but she's she was definitely not pleased with the old boggy. But what can you do? I mean, she made up her mind even before I explained what I was doing. So you know. Anyway, the other one. You see, the other one that's struck me as strange about how this country, England, we really. Someone is not helping us. Okay, I was anyway, just reading some stuff. Yeah, we are so slow in this country to take up good ideas. They find, I'm not sure, it might be Sainsbury's, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, has banned fireworks from their shop. And actually, if it is Sainsbury's, can somebody, is it true that it's Sainsbury's that have banned the fireworks, stopped selling fireworks from their shops? Because if it is Sainsbury's, that would be quite ironic because, what was it now? 25 years ago. Andy Smith, it is Sainsbury's. Thank you. Because Frankie Smith, it is Sainsbury's, Mark. Yeah, brilliant. Because 25 years ago, I actually wrote to Sainsbury's a letter saying words to the effect of, look, I'm a concerned citizen. Why are you selling gunpowder to the general public? Because, you know, to basically, I can't, I mean, it's 25 years ago, but I mean, the words to the effect of, why are you selling gunpowder and explosives to untrained civilians? It's a recipe for disaster, you know, because, I mean, on the one, normally, if you've got a handful of gunpowder, they call you a terrorist. But one night of the year, whatever Guy Fawkes night is, one night of the year, you're allowed to let off explosions and gunpowder explosions in the street and anywhere else. Any time of the year, you're a terrorist. And I wrote to them saying, look, why are you selling gunpowder to untrained people? And they wrote back saying, well, look, because they wrote back and said, well, we're just selling people what they want to buy. That's all we're doing. So yeah, I want to buy cocaine and hookers, but it doesn't mean I get them. And it's taken them 25 years to smarten up and figure we are selling potential, gunpowder, which are removing limbs every year. I mean, I don't know what the stats are, but when I was a kid, they made fucking TV commercials. It was so bad. It was so bad when I was a kid. Every year they had television commercials explaining how you could lose fingers if you fuck around with these fireworks. I don't know if they still have them. My TV doesn't work, but I don't know if they still do those advertisements saying be careful with fireworks. But selling tubes of gunpowder to untrained civilians is just plain stupid. Yeah, and they wrote saying, well, if we're just selling people stuff that they want to buy, which I thought was, I mean, how fucking bad you need to your shareholders need to earn a few pounds. I would imagine. I mean, not there's a few assholes around, but if they were to go to their shareholders, like I get letters from my Tesco shareholders, letters like that. But if they were to go to their shareholders and say, write a letter out and say, look, you being shareholders, you have a vote. We're thinking about this is 25 years ago. But they could have said, we're thinking about stopping fireworks. It'll mean a slight drop in sale, a few £1,000s every year in sales. Quite a few £1,000s, I would imagine. But we figure because of the loss of fingers that are happening to kids out in the streets, we would like to do this. I think the majority of shareholders, yeah, I don't need the extra 5p on my each dividend share. Stop the fireworks. Let's save some poor bastards from losing an eye. But it's taken them 25 years plus to get around to it. Because personally, as much as fireworks are fun, it's fun to blow shit up. Even me, right? When I was young, what we used to do was experiment with fireworks. We used to go to a shop that was, we'd get hold of some fireworks from somewhere. What would you do? We used to open them up, pour it in a big heap, and basically set fire to a big heap of gunpowder. Take the fireworks, put them into a tube and set fire to one end, and this, basically fuck around with them. It's amazing we didn't lose a limb or an eye, but that's what we did. We hardly ever used them for what they were intended for, and that's what happens when you sell gunpowder to untrained civilians. Yeah. G White says, yeah, we need a Guy Fawkes 2.0 to actually blow up the House of Parliament. Indeed. Yeah, blow them up, start fresh, Kevin Johadan. How much of Tesco do you own? Not a lot, just a few shares. I mean, when I left there, I got rid of all my shares. But I've just got a handful left. They send a check every once in a blue moon for like £1.37, it's in dividend. Frankie Smith, I agree, Mark. They're very dangerous things. And once I saw someone running down the road away from a rocket. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what happens. You get people fucking around. They see, that they'll start shooting rockets at their friends and stuff. Uh, Jonas Butler. What is your full name? Jonas Butler. There was a what was I don't know if there's any relation. There was I can't even remember the name. There was a somebody with a name Butler. It wasn't Jonas. It'd been rather derogatory last week. I don't think it was the same. I don't know if it's a relation. What's my full name? Well, it's my full name is Old Boggy, Mr. Old Boggy. So, do you remember Cap Gun? Yeah, Jim Leary. Mark, do you remember the cap gun paper caps? Used to love smashing a rock, yeah, with a hammer. Nearly took my hand off. Well, I mean, the ones I remember weren't that bad. They were a long string, like in a cap gun. They come in a roll. You put the roll on, bang, 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 bang. You know, basically, it was like the stuff they have in crackers. You know, a bit like that. But when the hammer hit, it would explode, just make a crack. Frankie Smith. I know Mark's whole name. Yeah, well, I've actually mentioned it. It's no big secret. I mean, there are people who know my full name, but it's just that people, people seem to confuse me with somebody else with the same name as well. Well, they don't confuse me. They know we're different people. They're the one that sold all that meat. Oh, G White says I should do a McDonald's cheeseburger challenge. See how many McDonald's cheeseburgers you can eat. He's done 7. Well, actually, I mean, I've actually eaten 4 Big Macs in a sitting, and I've been able to eat 5 fillets in one sitting as well. Not, different days. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Twitter. And anybody who does, by all means, share my videos on those channels if you would like. That would help the channel immensely, most likely. If that makes sense. Oh, Mad Maz. Yes, I have. Uh, yeah, mind you, I mean, we're not in the same area of the country. Uh, yeah, I mean, or doing a collab with somebody. Yeah, I mean, if they're within the area, perhaps. Frankie Smith. He isn't drunk, Jonas. No, I've got a bit of a blocked nose. No, that's Jesus. What is it with Jonas Butler? Wanting to know my name, my brother's name? What the fuck? Uh, what are you with the IRS or something? Shit. I mean, uh, yeah, Big Macs are pretty good. They are. They're my favourite. They are my favourite burger. Anyway, sick of talking about my brother's name. Who gives a shit? We're auditing you, yeah. Anyway, oh yeah. So that was that sale of fireworks. So yeah, hopefully people will. Well, the thing is, you. I mean, you as the consumer, you as the citizen of this country, have the you're able to vote with your wallets. I mean, one, you could do like I did and write to the Sainsbury's. In this case, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Morrison's, everywhere and say, look, I, for one, think it's not on you in this day and age selling fucking gunpowder to teenagers, right? Because half of them are dumb shits and they're going to do stupid shit with it. And just the fact that you're selling fucking gunpowder. What the fuck? All right. If everybody wrote a letter to all, to the shops, your local shop, and said, big supermarket, I'm not happy with the fact that you're selling gunpowder to stupid bastards who are not trained to use it. And I think it's fucking shoddy. And thank you very much. If everybody wrote one of those letters, like I did, I mean, admittedly, because I was on my own, no fucking, this is to me. It took them 25 years, but and then of course you can still do some more by not buying the gunpowder, the fireworks from these supermarkets. If you want to see a firework display, the council well, at least our council, Milton Keynes Council, they put one on every year. 1,000 people line up the streets, and they you can watch it. You don't even have to go to the event. You can watch it from 5 miles away. Just go outside your front garden and watch it from some areas. You can add weight to that by not purchasing, because believe me, once these supermarkets figure out that nobody's buying a product, they sure as shit stop selling it. Let me tell you. And that way, you want, I mean, one day it could be, I don't know, I don't want to get around with it, but, it might be your kids or somebody of your neighbor's kids losing an eye over it, But the only way to stop it is to stop buying them and make sure that they know, because they're not going to put something on the market, on the shelves, if it's not going to sell. Okay, let's see. GY, who am I going to vote for the next election? Whoever's going to sort out the well, that's the thing, whoever's going to do the right thing for the country, close the borders, stop handing out everything we got to every fucker that just shows up at the door, do what's right for the country. That's who I'm going to vote for. Frank Smith, what is he not claiming? YouTube subs? Right, I tell you, there's a lot of people writing to each other. Makes no sense. Yeah, a lot of people. Let's see. How about them Cowboys? John Doherty. Oh, John Doherty. Haven't heard from you for a while, I don't think. How about them Cowboys? You're talking about the American football team, Actually, that's the thing. Yeah. When I was a kid, I mentioned this before. When I was a kid, we had football and we had American football. Now we have football and we have soccer. Where the fuck did our football turn into soccer? It's bad. I mean, it's bad enough the Americans calling it soccer. I mean, they got to differentiate it between football and, they got football and their football, right? So they call one soccer, all right. But now you've got English people calling it soccer. No, I don't get it. I'm not a fan of football, but I mean, it's like, don't change the name just to, I don't know. Anyway, ready? I've been going for almost an hour now. Shit. John Doherty, I don't know of anyone outside America who calls it soccer. Well, I've heard David Beckham use the word soccer. In fact, this is back a few years ago. He was doing a press thing. This is when he was going on to Galaxy and training the Americans how to play football, right? So he was in there saying, "Yeah, well, the thing is, this is, because this is when he couldn't string a sentence together. He was like, yeah, I've come over to teach the Americans, the Galaxy team how to play football. Ooh, I mean soccer, because he big fucking puff, But yeah, he's oh dear, I said a naughty word. Oh, I meant soccer, So yeah, there's him. Fuck me, you only got to go on the. Pretty much everybody calls it. I don't know. Olivia Ulrich, how's your brother? I don't know. Well, I can only assume he's okay because if he was dead, I would have probably would have found out about it by now. But so other than because I haven't, I'm assuming he's fine. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Actually, I'm going to. Actually, I'm getting a bit of a blocked nose. I wonder if I'm getting a cold. That's the thing, because I tell you, the only time when I used to walk to work or cycle to work in different other places I've worked at, uh, pretty much never got a cold. Always in good health. When I start getting jobs where I have to get the bus, that's when I start getting colds. All the filthy fuckers coughing and choking all over the place. You know, um, you know. I mean, I tell you, when I was a kid, it was basic fucking day one, right? You cover your mouth when you cough. Or if I need to cough, I'll cough into my sleeve. I don't cough into my like this because that doesn't matter. It just spreads the cold germs around. I cough into my sleeve or get my cough into my cough into the back of my hand. That doesn't do fuck all. That just spreads the germs all over. And when you're on a bus, fucking hell, you can't get anywhere. G White, ever thought about getting a dog? Well, that's the thing of my hours. I mean, I can't be, it needs to be one of those house dogs. Shit. It needs to be one of those dogs that are happy to be in the house for, 12 hours a day, which is probably not a good thing for a dog. James Wright, what is that face painting? Jesus Christ, I go. Ugh. All right, face painting. Right. Well, look, the date is look. If you look at the date is coming up on Halloween next month. Coughs and sneezes spread diseases. Thank you, Peter B. Indeed. Um, yeah, it's Halloween in a week. This face paint is modelled on old boggy or papalazoo, whichever you choose. And I happen to like it. I reckon it looks pretty good. You know, anyway, contrary to what the snowflakes. Although I mean, is it because the moderators are deleting them? I haven't seen a lot of people calling me a racist scumbag and all those kind of names. I haven't seen a lot of those. Which the first few videos I got, I've got a lot of those, which is why I kept on making the videos just to piss the people off. King Chigaro, have you got any plans for Halloween? Nah, not really. I mean, I'm 49 years old. Birthdays, Christmas, Easter, Halloween, they're just, you know, the same as every other day. It comes down to, do I get a day off work or do I not? That's. James White, you rate Judd. Frankie Smith, it's Halloween month, James. Indeed. Yeah, it's about a week to go. Well, actually, well, about maybe 10 days. Frankie Smith, you're not seen in the shops. Yeah, I've been holding them back, Mark. Yeah. Now, if anybody see, and every now and again I get somebody that's on the live stream will say, "Oh, I've seen you on the bus," or "I've seen you in the local shop." If anybody sees me in the shop, or in the bus, by all means, oh dear, excuse me. By all means, come up and you can say hello. I mean, admittedly, I might not look that agreeable and friendly if I've got stuff on my mind or I'm a bit bit worn out or whatever. But you know, I'll soon shake that off. If somebody comes up and says, "Oh, hey, I recognise you from the if you want to take a photo, whatever you want, photo, just a quick chat or just to say hello or whatever, that's fine." But yeah, don't, the only time I ever get to hear about it is when somebody tells me on the live stream here. I think, oh shit, you should let me know. Macintosh views and reviews. I've started doing food reviews. Any chance you could give them a watch? Indeed. What you need to do though, go onto one of my videos, write a message to that effect, and then what it'll do, it doesn't flag up all messages, but most of them it'll flag up on my screen, and then I can click onto your icon and go onto it. I'll take a ganders. King Tagaro. What? That's a shame, man. Me and Ben Varley are having a Halloween piss up Saturday. If you fancy getting a train, oh shit, Mister Train to somewhere. Well, the thing, if I got to get a train, then it's too far. Peter B, is P. Thomas still in Canada? I don't know. I've seen a bunch of his videos where he's been in Canada. There was a hurricane and stuff, but I don't know if he's still there. Chris Allen, we love you, Mark. Keep it real. Thank you very much. Frankie Smith, Mark, you should do a meetup. I'd love to ask some one-on-one questions to you in real time about food recommendations. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, that wouldn't be so bad, I could do that. Meet up at about McDonald's or something, and let's see. Macintosh reviews and reviews. Yeah, do that, and I can click onto your icon, Macintosh. James Wright, old baggy face paint boy. Lee Merton. Hello to you. Lee Merton's in the house. Paul Willis is in the house as well. Hello to you. James Wright. Fuck you, you slog. Fuck. Yeah, Frankie Smith. You can do it in a public place, so then there'll be no snowflakes. Absolutely. Yeah, no snowflakes will be allowed. George C. Evening, Mark. Good dose of real talk needed for me today. Absolutely. Yeah. It's a pity. There's a lot of people arguing amongst themselves, but I mean, I've come up with 4 subjects which I had a rant about my bus story. Oh man, it's kind of funny looking back at it now. I mean, shouting, calling somebody a bitch on the on the bus, which is not normally good behaviour, But I mean, she was being a bitch, trying to fucking wedge away. Anyway, Ben Varley. Oh yeah, here we go. Right, somebody with a silly comment. Right, Ben Varley. Mark, you say you're too old for Halloween, but you have been wearing face paint to celebrate it for weeks. Come on, still you're young at heart. Well, all right, I'll take that back. I thought it was going to be a silly comment, but I'm sorry. Actually, you pulled it back at the light because I read a little bit. It turned out to be a good one. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, no. The thing is, I don't mind celebrating it. And basically pissing off a few snowflakes at the same time kind of is good. But no, I'm not really one to, dress up and go to theme. Lee Merton, did you get a chance to watch the DVD Broadchurch? You know what? I watched a little bit. I'm gonna have to watch it over again to do a review. I'm gonna actually I've got it down here. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you, because once I'm very sorry. No, I tell you, it's very generous of you to send it. I did watch a little bit, but I'm going to have to recap and I'm going to do a review on that. Yeah, that was the last. For everybody who doesn't know, that was the last P.O. box. On which I've started up a new one actually. Lee Merton started up a new P.O. box. Yeah, the last P.O. box. Lee Merton sent me that to do a review. I did, and a few others arrived as well, which I did reviews on those. But there was so much to do. But I should put that over there, and I'll try and watch it. The trouble is, my days, because I'm working too. I can't watch it before work because I haven't got any time. When I get home from work, I finish at 10, get home at 11:30, try and get to bed by 1. Turns out to be 2:00. Then do the same fucking thing the next day. It's only when I get a few days off, Oliver, I missed that one. Would I be interested in a cardboard box? The sound is messed up from Robin Hamlin. Does anybody else have any problem with the sound? G White, Mark, you should do a KFC with your old boggy face paint. Actually, that would be good. Actually, going through the drive-through with the old boggy face paint. That'd be good. I mean, if I was driving, that'd be even better. But yeah, that'd be quite funny going through the drive-through. G-Well, would you go to the KFC with old boggy face paint on and rub up all their tubs of mini fillet sauce so that one time they don't give it you? Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, I find McDonald's the worst for sauces. Fucking, they annoy me every time. If I'm, when you go up, right, they call your thing out now, right? You go up to the counter, they say, right, 62, yeah, right, there you go, there's a ticket. Do you want any sauces? I say, yeah, sure, okay. What sauces do you want? And I tell them, I don't know. I say, look, sometimes I say to them, look, the fucking kid behind the counter, when he says, what sauces do you want? I say, I don't know what sauces. I said, and he says, well, we got, I said, look, I'm not 5 years old. Why don't you put a selection on the counter? I'll take what fucking sauces I want and I can go. After sometimes I just leave them there talking and just wander off and just, yeah, but we got, barbecue. And, I mean, who does that? You've got a grown adult. You won't get, you're like, yeah, you're looking under the counter. Yeah, we got curry, we got barbecue, we got red. No, just put it on the counter. Okay, and the guy who will take it himself. It's like those assholes in the chippy, treating you like a fucking 5-year-old. Well, even when I go in, even if I ask for a bag of chips open, right? They'll either have it in a cone, a bag wrapped into sort of an open cone thing, or they have those trays, that open up. Put the chips in, and they say, "Do you want salt and vinegar?" I'm like, "What the fuck do you want to know for?" I'm eating it now. I'll put my own, and sometimes they're reluctant to hand over that salt and vinegar. What you do, if you pick up the salt, put it on your thing, put it on the counter, pick up the vinegar. They've already taken the salt away, put it under the counter again. You have to say to them, yeah, do you mind if I have the salt again? Because I'm fucking finished. But what asshole would deliberately, put salt and vinegar on a man's chips because he's too fucking useless and stupid to do it himself? If I was in a chippy, I wouldn't dare presume that you're a dumb shit and you're unable to put your own salt and vinegar on it? You know, especially if you're eating it there and then. You've got an open container. You know, can I put salt and vinegar on your food? You fucking can't. You can give it to me and I'll do it myself. You twat. Ugh, it winds me up every time. You know, just give it to me. And my other favorite is the the John salt and vinegar. I say, look, put it on the counter. If you see me using it, then you will have your answer. How about that? And they look at me like I'm the asshole. I tell you, they're just, why can't people just, I mean, there's nowhere else where you'd go. You don't go to a restaurant and the waiter says, would you like salt? Would you like salt on your food? Yeah, please. And he puts salt. No, he doesn't fucking do that. Not unless he's got those stupid fancy ones with a big thing, but they don't cut up your food for you. It's they don't put ketchup on your, just let you do it yourself. I've actually said I've been in the chippy, and I've been in the. What I do sometimes I'll be in the chippy and I'll get my thing, have a big argument about a fucking salt and vinegar, right, and then go sit in a corner eating it because it's warmer in there than it is out on the street. And then a guy will come in and he'll ask for a bag of chips open or a fish and chips open, and the dumb shit behind the counter will ask, "Do you want salt and vinegar on it?" After I just had my argument with him about not treating me like a 5-year-old, they'll ask this guy, "Do you want salt and vinegar on it?" And then you go, well, yeah, okay. And I've actually said, and it's kind of a loud, under my breath kind of voice, what are you 5? Do it yourself. you know. Anyway. Let's see. Midland's goat. Put it on the counter and Mark will take 2 pocketfuls home to use on his own food. Ruin it for everybody else. Midland's goat. I thought you were banned. I thought I fucking banned your stupid ass weeks ago for your comments. I guess not. Okay. Well, you get your chance to behave yourself today. Yeah. The thing is, you're one of those lot that have had loads of shout outs in the past. Oh, please mention my name because it makes me validated. I've mentioned your name. I've read your comments. You start slagging me off. And that's why I thought that you were banned because I've been banning a lot of people. And well, if you can behave yourself, then you get to stick around a little bit longer. But because I've, as well as have my moderators, I've got the buttons here to do it as well, which I haven't needed to do just yet. Okay, well, he's not writing back, so I guess he's okay with that then. JK, what's the worst thing you've ever eaten? That's from JK. I don't know. Normally, I don't get as far as the eating part to know that I'm not going to like it. I mean, when I went to Spain to run with the bulls, all right, we went to this restaurant, and what they did that they brought us these not octopus, but they're like squid, And what they've done, they jammed up all the legs up into the body, so it's one big ball of jelly. And we thought, no, just the look of that, I know I'm not going to fucking like it. But yeah, normally I don't get as far as to eat. I mean, I've done a few reviews on food. Brains faggots, I cooked those and ate them. They were nasty. And there was some, I'm sure it was a Co-op lamb broth, I think it was. That was really bad. That was one of my first, I don't know, 20, 30 videos. It was 2 years ago. But normally I avoid foods that I absolutely certain that I'm gonna dislike. Northern Scum. It says his favourite food is brains pork faggots. Yeah, that they just they were no. I found them to be terrible. George C. Could have done with Mark at my office today. He'd have called out every bit of bullshit that was fired. That was fired today. Absolutely. I tell you what, it's funny, you know. When I speak up, if I like, I've been to I've trained at different gyms, right? I remember I went into one gym and what was it? How did that work out? The when I'm getting ready to go to the gym, I heard some people talk. When I'm getting changed in that, I heard some people say the showers were cold, right? And what they decided to take cold showers after the gym. So of course I get changed, I go up, do my hour plus training, come back down. The showers are still cold. So what I opted to do was just go home in my tracksuit and then have a bath or something when I get home. And on the way out, I mentioned to the guy at the counter, I said, "Yeah, are you aware that the showers are cold?" Said, no, they had no idea. Nobody had the foresight to fucking tell the people who can fix the showers that the showers are fucked. You know, so I mean, so that's at least an hour that I was upstairs at the gym, and people were, people were coming in, going out. Nobody mentioned. I was the only one. And the guy said, "You're the only one that said anything about the showers." You know, and that is very common. You know, when I complain about staff or I say, "Well, you're the only one that's complaining." Yeah, well, yes, because everybody's a faggot. Nobody ever says anything. They just put up with it and just fucking move on. You know, but if something's wrong, oh, my nose, Jesus, I want to itch my nose, but again, but yeah, I'm the only one that ever complains about stuff. Not just complain, but point out something that's wrong. You know. Uh, Shit, there was somebody I can't see. I didn't forget who it was. Somebody asked about PlayStation or Xbox. I've had both, and I couldn't get on with the Xbox controls or anything. I stick with the PS now. I've got a PS2 and I've got a PS3. I bought the PS2 specially so I could play chess and Tetris. But the PS3 I play. I've got a whole bunch of other ones. Snooker and some shoot 'em up games. So I sort of alternate. The Anyway, anybody? Let's see. I don't know if been going almost an hour and a half now. I'm gonna have to wash the stuff off my face. Uh, Thank you, says Megan Fox or Kate Upton. I've seen Megan Fox. She was in robot movies, wasn't she? I don't know who Kate Upton. I've heard that name. Okay, what's your stance? Oh yeah, G White. I've just gone back a few messages. G White watched a vile video on YouTube of a crazy Korean bastard eating baby octopus while it was still alive. I know. I tell you, those Koreans are sick fuckers. I've seen them eating, and those Japs as well. I've seen them eating octopus and what they do. Oh, I tell you, there's some sick fuckers. What they'll do, they'll take a fish and put tinfoil around his head so the body will cook, but the head won't. What is up with them? I mean, some people just need to be killed. Honestly, I mean, do we need that kind of behaviour in the world? I mean, admittedly, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm not advocating going out and killing a Jap, but I'm just saying that kind of behaviour deserves, somebody to be killed. Anyway. Jim Lowry, everyone's a faggot. Well said, Mark, aka the snowflake melter. Frankie Smith, he's off now. I'm going for mod next time. Look, I feel I showed you some possible ideas for the future of the channel. Thank you very much. Okay. George C. Random question. Back in the day, was it school dinners or packed lunch? You see? No. I tell you, the thing is, it's like when I'm talking to people, I crave, just random. I like random, I like to, sensible stuff. But yeah, random. George C's got a random question. Was it school dinners or packed lunch? It was school dinners. And we had free school dinner. I don't know whether I would imagine. I don't know if anybody is on, young enough to know the answer to this, but I don't know whether they still do free dinners. But when I was a kid, single parent families uh, had free school dinners. So we had the cooked dinners at school. We never had packed lunch. It was all free school dinners. Well, we say free school dinners. It's like the NHS being free. It's not free. It's all paid by the taxes. But we didn't pay for school dinners. Jim Larry. Is that Larry? Jim Larry. Mark's calling out animal cruelty, and the lefties are still hating him for it. Yeah, they're still bad. No matter what I do, collect stamps for the charity, give some stuff to the homeless charities. Everybody still get hate coming in. What was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, there's one thing. I'm not really big on animal cruelty, which is why I never buy battery hens, battery eggs. Somebody asked me last year on a thing. What about battery hen meat? I said, well, look, the thing is, I'm trying to do what I can, but you can't do everything all the time. Okay, so but the thing is, with the meat, it's difficult to get the meat. But what you can do is even a thing like, say, what I wrote back to them and told them was, if you only eat battery eggs, or rather, if you don't eat battery eggs, if you only eat free range eggs, then farmers will, if enough people do it, then the battery hen eggs won't be selling. There'll be more free range eggs selling. So if the only eggs people are buying are free range, then what follows is the only chickens that farmers will grow will be free range. They're not going to keep on harvesting free. They're not going to keep on harvesting battery hens eggs if nobody's buying them. Right. So if you're buying free range, enough of people do it. I mean, actually, the supermarkets are turning around. When I go into the supermarket, even if I'm not buying eggs, if I happen to pass the eggs, I will scan. You wouldn't believe some fuckers. I was in Asda last week, and they got like 10 different fucking brands of eggs. One of them was called Super Fantastic Eggs or some shit. I'm looking at them thinking, you think they'd be sparkly or something for, but they charged a whopping amount. But and I look, even if I'm not buying eggs, if I happen to be passing the eggs, I will look at them all. And I'm looking free range, free range, free range, free range, free range, free range. And sometimes at the bottom, they've got their store brand from Caged Hens. So they've got 1 out of 10 brands of eggs, but I mean, they can do without. I mean, if I was running a fucking supermarket, if I had any choice in the matter, I'd be doing away with them altogether. But it's good that the supermarkets are changing over to free range, because if free range eggs are all they've got, I mean, I'll tell you what though, the Poundland, they still do battery as far as I can tell. Last time I went in there and had a look. Personally, I will pay the extra 5 pence per egg, give or take. So 5 to, maybe a few pence, no more than 5 pence per egg. Personally, I will pay that to have a free range egg. If they don't have any free range eggs, all they've got is battery, I just go without eggs. Simple as that. If I go into a cafeteria, you should see the fucking reaction I get. If I go every cafeteria I go in, and you got your menu, all day breakfast. It says 2 sausages, 2 bacon, 2 toast, some hash browns, some and then eggs. I say to the girl, these eggs, are they free range? She has no fucking clue. It's like I'm the only asshole that's ever walked into that place and asked. All right, but she will go in the back, have a chat. Sometimes they come out, no, they're battery. I say, fine, we'll take them off and give me an extra bacon instead, right? Or they'll come out and say, oh yeah, they're free range. She's fucking lying. Not because they don't use free range in this place, but the expression, she's telling her what she thinks that she's been told by the guy in the kitchen. No, tell him they're free range. If they were free range, she'd probably come out with a box and say, oh yeah, absolutely, as you can see, they are free range. But she's been told by somebody, the chef, that just tell him what he wants to hear. So but no, I mean, like I say, personally, I'll spend the extra 5 pence. It doesn't matter that much to me, but there are people who sort of, they don't give a shit. I mean, what are you going to do? Naz050. Hello, Mark. Nice shirt. Thank you. I got it from the charity shop, actually. About, I don't know. I usually pay about $3.50 for a shirt. Nice shirt. The black thin lines matches the face black paint color. You're looking spooky. What's your favorite Greg's item? Sausage rolls, perhaps? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, not my favorite shirt, but it's got. I mean, it looks like salmon. It's got salmon lines in it, colors. Not pink because I'm not a fag. I don't wear pink. What was the question? Oh yeah, Greg's item. I've only ever eaten in Greg's 2, maybe 3 times. I've had their pizza, which is quite good. I've had their I don't know what they call, but chicken. It's like a chicken pastry. A bit like I can't remember the. Oh fuck me. There's a comedy show about these 2 old Scotsmen. Still game. In it, there's a one episode where they're talking about beefy bake. It's like a pastry thing, with the beefy bake pastry with meat and stuff in the middle. I've had one of those, although they don't call it beefy bake. They call it chicken bake or beef. I don't know, steak bake or some shit. I've had those. They're kind of nice. And the pizza, but 3 times I've eaten in there. In fact, we've got one of those at the Milton Keynes shopping centre, and it's right opposite the Kentucky Fried Chicken, the one with the worst fucking customer service, dumb shits working behind the counter. It's the worst ever. I don't know why I go in there, It's only because I like their chicken, but their service is shit. But when I'm sitting down eating my little mini Finnick burgers, I can actually watch the people in Greg's and thinking, why the fuck aren't I in there? That's what I ought to be doing, eating in there. George C. Yeah, you need customers to ask these questions to keep the quality of the service up. Everywhere you go, if people just fucking stood up and said, you know what, I'm paying £50 a month for a gym membership. Why the fuck are the showers cold? That was, of course, I'm the only one that brings that up. All kinds of stuff. There you go. Here's my camera. Just I have to put it on charge. Charging it from the computer. This is the camera I use, by the way. It's there you go. Whoop. There's a double feature. There you go. Anyway, this is the camera I use. It is the I don't know. It's a 4K camera. Mega 48.0 megapixels. Still image recording. Yes, sir. It says that on the side there. Still image recording. Wonder what that means. Sounds interesting. I'll have to read them, find the manual, wherever that is. Anyway, that's what I used to do in my videos. Quality service, salmon. G white, salmon color, and purple are okay on men, but yeah, pink should only be for women. Absolutely. You know, it is. The thing is, I mean, there was a job I was working at, and there were about 4 women working in the postal department of this building, and I'd go in there whinging, and because one of them told me her husband wears pink, and of course I was calling him a puffer and all that lot, and she was like getting right irritated. Um, but these women seem to think, no, man, it's okay for men to wear pink. No, it's showing their feminine side. But yeah, well, what if you're like me and you don't have a feminine side? I mean, what the fuck are you going to, Now, pink is for, I'm with you, George C. Pink is for women. In fact, pink, maybe a yellow t-shirt, maybe that's a woman. That's definitely not a men's color. But every other color is for men and, for both. Ah, Northern Scum. It's a pasty, you soft southerner. Yeah, that's been what it is. Yeah, that's what. Well, it's like a pasty, but square. It's not like a semicircle like a pasty might be, where you've got a circle folded over into a semicircle. No, these are square. These ones, they're very, very nice. I think I might have found some gristle in there. That might be why I don't eat in there. Yeah, that could be it. But yeah, it's like a square pasty. George C. Thoughts on? Oh, I thought this is slushy. Thoughts on a slushy? I don't see what the fuss is. Well, yeah, no thoughts on. It's my eyes are. I'm not wearing my glasses. I very rarely wear my glasses around the house, and I can't wear them while I'm wearing these anyway. Sushi. Thoughts on sushi? Well, the thing is, we have a sushi restaurant at the city centre of Milton Keynes as well. I've been in there once. I've only, but they don't just do sushi. They eat. They do cooked food as well, which I went for. Uh, yeah, nah. I mean, fish, any kind of meat, it's got to be cooked. What the fuck's it? Thing is, I don't know what the place is called, but it's it's some Chinese name on it or something, right? But they you sit on the chairs, on the stools, and what happens is the conveyor belt goes round and it goes all round a fucking restaurant, right? And what you do is each bowl, you got like say 5 different coloured bowls. You got an orange bowl, green bowl, blue bowl. You know. Anyway, each coloured bowl is a certain price. Say the orange bowl is £2.50. Green bowl is £3. So everything with so what you do, you take your empty cutlery, empty saucers to the counter, or I don't know, you press the button, they come to you or something. But they count how many green, how many blue, how many red, how many orange, and that's how they work out the price. It's not, the items don't have an individual price. You pay, each bowl is priced. That's how that's done. Yeah, I went in there once, had the cooked food. I'm not going to eat any raw stuff. Fuck that. Yeah, George C. Steak bake. Steak bake. That might be the name of it actually, because beefy bake is on that Still Game TV show about those 2 pensioners in Scotland. The tall, skinny one. He's an American, pretending to be Scottish. Anyway, that was beefy bake. Steak bake, chicken slice. Chicken slice, yeah, that's another name. Tons of names. Ah, Peter B. Proper Russian vodka is the best. You know what? If now that I've got a P.O. box, if anybody's in Russia and they want to send me a little miniature Russian vodka, by all means, that'd be great. I could do a taste test on, do that live, I guess, on, yeah. Or if anybody's got, in fact, vodka is the only sort of real spirit I drink anymore. I used to drink whiskey years ago when I was young, but vodka's what it is now. If anybody's abroad or going abroad, if you want to pick up a miniature little booze of some foreign brand of vodka that you pick up somewhere, by all means send it in. You'll get a shout out and I'll drink it live. Just an anything. And also, actually, put it in an envelope, padded envelope, wrap it in paper, which has a drawing of old Boggy. You get a double shout out. I'm too young to have vodka. I don't know what that name is. It looks like Arabic or something. No, it's not Arabic, but well, I don't know, maybe. Naz 50. Do you like Jack Daniels honey with Coke? No, I'm not really a whiskey or bourbon or any of that. Jack Daniels, will that be a bourbon? I'm not sure it's a whiskey anymore. It might be a bourbon. No, but no, I'm not really a Jack Daniels, not really any kind of whiskey or any bourbon or anything like that. I mean, yeah, but when I was young, when I was in my, 18 to 20, perhaps, I occasionally drink. I used to like Teacher's whiskey, but nowadays I'm getting old. Do you know? Do you and also do you own a PS4? No, I own a 2 and a 3. And have any favorite games? Also, have you tried the microwave pucker pies, chicken and gravy? Well, actually, I've had the pucker pie. Right. Well, the answer about the PS2 game, PS4 game. I have a 2 and a 3. In fact, if anybody has any PlayStation 3 games that you'd like me to try out, send them in as well. You'll get a shout out, and I'll try and play them. I might give a review on them, and at the end of the, if once I'm done, I'll pass them on to a charity shop on your behalf if anybody's interested in that. That would be that'd be jolly good. You'll get a shout out, of course. King. Oh, and have you tried the microwave? Yeah, the pucker pies. I've tried the pucker pies. They're very nice. I've tried them out the chippy. They are good pies. I've had the let's see. I've had the chicken. I've had this. I think I probably my local chippy does chicken, steak and kidney, and minced beef. I don't know if there's any more flavors than that, but they just do the 3. King Tigaro, Mark. You should do a fan meet up in Milton Keynes with the spoons. No, I don't know. Me and Ben Varley will travel down and have a few pints with you. Interesting. Yeah, yeah, possibly. It would be good to have a few drinks with some fans. Oh yeah. Yeah, Peter B. His comments are good. Love Russia as it has no nonsense approach to snowflakes. And let me tell you, I watched some news footage once where in Russia, this bunch of gay pride fucking nutters were doing their thing down the street. Let me tell you, the police went in there and kicked the living shit out of them. It was so funny. It was man. That is what entertainment is. Watching the gay pride get a good kicking from the local police. I mean, they waded into them. Those Russians, they don't put up with any of that shit. Not like the rest of the fucking world, like us and the Americans and every other place who's gone a bit soft. Think, oh yeah, everybody should be able to do the right. No, they go in there and they beat the crap out of them. Beat the Jesus into them. That's what they were doing, and bloody good job they were doing and all. Let me tell you, they just wait a bit like oh man, it was so vicious. You know how like you watch a football stadium violence, and the police go in and they're wailing on the. It was like that. You know, all these handbag swinging fairies who getting their ass whooped. Let me tell you, Jim Varhey. Mark, were you a milk monitor back in the 70s? Used to love those little, you know what? Yeah, used to love those little bottles with the green straws. Milk was so much tastier and creamier back then. Well, I tell you, I mean, I was too young to be a milk monitor because I was born in 70. But I do remember those small bottles of milk. This was, I mean, what were they? Like, I don't know what they were, like a third of a pint. I'm guessing. I mean, for a for me being that age, that was just about the right amount. The milkman used to come to the school every day, drop off a few crates. Everybody got a little miniature bottle of milk. You know, this is before the days when parents used to allow their children to go to school with a fucking bag of crisps and a can of Coke. I've seen that at the bus stop. You know, they're sitting there, 7 o'clock in the morning, can of Coke. No wonder the country's going to shit. But yeah, and then fucking Thatcher put a stop to that, I think. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was better days. You know, you give a. I mean, I was born in '70, so I'm talking. So I'm talking about, up to 5 years old, I guess. That, well, actually, yeah, because we left this in about 77, 78. So yeah, we had milk at school. They got delivered every single day. You know, they stopped it, and now you've got Coke on the menu. You know, Northern Scum ever had chips and gravy? Uh, you know what? I might have had chips and gravy as a microwave dinner. I don't know if I did a review on it, but I'll tell you what I have had, and I've had it from the chippy. Oh, it is chips with what they call that, curry sauce. You know, you can buy it in a little polystyrene cup with a little lid on it. Yeah, curry sauce. I haven't had that in in fact, I was at the chippy last week, and I was saying to the guy about, because it was his chippy that I bought those battered chips, Marks and Marks battered chips. I did a review on that. It's where they deep fry them in batter and stuff, And I said to him, you should, if you'd have done, because I asked him at the time, I said, do you want me to do a shout out for you? I even told him it's not going to cost you any money. All it costs you, give me a T-shirt with your company, because I wanted a free T-shirt because I'm desperate for T-shirts, right? I said, look, just have a T-shirt with the company name on it. That's all. Or I can't, or failing that, give me a free bag of chips and I'll review them for you. And I'll shout out your name. I will even come round, film the outside of your shop. Wouldn't go for it. That video's got 2,000. I think it's got 2,500 views. Marks from Marks battered chips. Go have a look. Not now, but afterwards, write it down. Yeah, and I told him I was in there the other day. I met him in the car. I said, "Yeah, you remember that? Remember that fucking bag of deep fried chips?" I said, "Yeah, 2,500 views." You imagine if I'd have mentioned your name on every single one of those viewings. Yeah, okay, yeah. And this fucking doesn't, what kind of businessman turns that kind of offer down? Just give me a T-shirt with your company name on it, and I'll put it on video, and it'll be there for the next 30 years, or however long this channel lasts. You can't fucking buy advertisement like that anymore. I offered somebody at work, he's got his own business. I won't go into too much detail, but it's to do with catering, right? If you want to have, if you're having a big party, you can have these people come around and they will cook the meat there and put it in buns and all that lot. He's got a website which, admittedly, could do with updating. I mean, I looked at it and even I had a few questions. I mean, you want it to be straightforward. You want lots of pictures of what they do, and I said to him, look, I'll tell you what. Ordinarily, I'll approach a company and say, look, just give me a free haircut, give me a bag of chips, yeah, give me a t-shirt with your name on it because I want a free t-shirt, and I'll plug your thing. I'll plug your company. I'll tell them about the website. I'll put the website in the address bar, in the comments bar below. All that, normally I want to, I'll do it for a free item, but because of the products that you do, that's not going to be feasible. So I tell you, call it a quid. All right, I will promote the hell out of your business. Call it quit a video. What the hell? It was like 3 weeks ago. He hasn't come back, so I'm guessing he's not seeing the. Imagine if I promoted his. I mean, a lot of my recent videos. Admittedly, a lot of people are viewing. The numbers of the viewing has gone up. I think because people see the thumbnail and see, hello, he's wearing blackface. What's he doing? Let's have a look. But if I'd have mentioned it on any of those videos, he would have got a lot of, a lot of viewings, a lot of people hearing his name. But what can you do? I'm trying to fucking give away shout outs most, for the part of it. I'm asking nothing basically. I mean, I was only said to him £1 because he's got no product that he's able to pass on. If he had a chippy, I'd ask for fish and chips. If he had a hairdresser's, I'd be asking for a free haircut. But some people, you just can't help some people. I'm in a position where I'm able to do my thing. I like yapping for a few hours or doing my videos. And if I could make that channel, if I could just shout out somebody's company and get a free burger out of it, that's all the payment I'm after. I don't want people's money. Lowen Mark says it all. Peter B, no crap tolerated. Indeed. Oh, actually, George C. Yeah, he says, my mum milked cows back in the day. Guernsey Gold top milk was the creamiest. Actually, I've had an occasion to milk a cow as well. I haven't thought about this in looking 30 years. I actually went to America. I went to Boston, Massachusetts. It was on a school exchange because I was at school. Well, actually, it's a little bit over 30 years now. 35, I guess. 35. We did a school exchange, and we went to their schools, live in their houses, go to their schools, and basically, do, sightseeing and shit. Right? And one kid at the school, he lived on a farm. Of course, being stupid kids, we're thinking, oh, it's an American farm. It's a ranch, man. We're gonna go to fucking, go to a real life ranch. Turns out it was a farm like we have here. He had cows and animals and stuff. Anyway, so I had an occasion to milk a cow for a few moments. So about the only time I've ever done that. I haven't thought about that in 30 odd years. Blimey. Yeah, I mean the milk comes out. The milk comes out like warm, being cow body temperature. Northern Scum, you should try chips, peas, and gravy from the chippy. You Southerners don't know what you're missing. Indeed. Chips, peas, and gravy. Yeah, the thing is, I mean, round here, I don't think. I mean, people will have it, of course, because we got a big collection of people around the country, all seem to accumulate here in Milton Keynes. But yeah, gravy on chips, not so much of a thing. Like I said a moment ago, I like the curry. And in fact, that reminds me. Yeah, next time I'm able to, it's going to be another 4 days before I get a day off. I've got to work 4 more days. I'm going to go to the chippy and ask and get some curry sauce. Yeah, with my chips. Yeah, just Either put the chips in the curry sauce or put the curry sauce all over the chips or whatever, you know. That one with the Hungarian name there. What English money look like? What does English money look like? It's actually, I don't think I've got any money. Oh, actually, well, I've got a few 50s. If anybody wants to see one of those, I'll let me know, and I'll get one off of the fridge. Oh, I haven't got any money. No, I thought I had. Yeah, that's the thing. I want these co-op vouchers. You know, every now and again you buy something and they give you a voucher. This one's for Uncle Ben's product, 50p off. You know, there was a time when you could go in, give them this Uncle Ben's product if you're buying a loaf of bread or something. Yeah, you're buying a bunch of something. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and they just scan. Now a fucking computer doesn't accept them. You know, you don't even have to have that. You don't even have to be buying the product to get the 50p off. But nowadays, to answer your question, our £5 and our £10 are being made of. They call them plastic, but I believe they're called polymer. You know, it's the same as the Aussies and the Chinese or the Japs. They have, I believe they have plastic money as well, or polymer money. Anyway, the 5s and 10s, the 20, they're taking their sweet fucking time doing the 20. The 5 and the 5 got done, and then it was a matter of months. I can't remember, but it was a very short amount of time from when the 5 got done to when the 10 got done. Very few amount of months. But now the 20, that was like 2 years ago or something, you know. I think it's about 2 years. Yeah, the 20's still not done. We're still using paper. The 50, I tell you, they better not scrap the fucking 50. About the only decent note we got, you know, because it's great. I'll tell you, because that's I've mentioned this before. I collect my coins up there, mostly pound coins. Every time I get a pound coin, every time I get my change, I throw it into my bag. And once a week, tip out the bag. All the pound coins go in there. All the pound coins go into that little jar. And all the rest of the coin, the 1s and 2s and 5s go into a separate container. And then everything else, the 5 pence, the 10 pence, the 20 pence, the 50 pence, go into a coin bag, into my bag, and I use that to buy stuff with, you know. It's always handy to have a little bit of change. But yeah, I mean, so every now and again, every now and often, when I've got a big wad of it, I'll count it out into multiples of 50. Normally it's 50. Go up to the Metro Bank, dump it in the machine, try and fight off one of them fucking assistants they have. As soon as you walk in the door, they're jumping on you. Need any help? You ever been here before? You know how to a machine works? Okay, well, I'll be over here. If you need any help, let's fuck off. You know, I can't go in there without them climbing all over me, trying to help me do stuff. But anyway, I go in there and I get a £50 note. And what I find is, you know, I have I just have a few of those. They're handy in case, say when you go to, you know, if the machine the ATM runs out of money, it gets robbed, gets yanked out of the wall, it shuts down, there's a power cut, something, at least you've got some surplus. Or if you break your fucking foot like I did, you know, a while back, you can't be hopping around all over the hell trying to go to the bank and that. So, you know, it's handy to have a little bit. And I find they're a lot better. If I've got 5, 10s, 20 notes, they're easier to spend. You think, oh, shit, I'll just ring out for a pizza. But a 50, I mean, I've actually bought a pizza or a Chinks or something with a £50 note. And I've told them on the phone. I said, look, I've got a £50 note. No problem. As long as they know, then, you know, but no, normally, you know, you're not quite as in a hurry to spend a £50 note. In fact, does anybody want to see one? I'll get it off the fridge if anybody wants to see it. But yeah, so there's a handy hint for everybody, you know. I mean, I've been in houses where you know, like you used to be able to buy those like 20 gallons of whiskey. They were glass, so it's not such a thing. But people used to put all their change in it and let it build up, and all that lot. Instead of doing that, instead of letting it sit around in coins, drag it down to the bank, tip it all in the machine, get a £50 note out. At least it's the same thing as having a big. Talking to people who have big buckets of coins in the corner. if you've got a big bucket of coins in the corner and an emergency happens, you've got, I don't know, £100 in coinage over in the corner. It's not going to do you much in copper coins and 5 pences and all that lot, right? It's there. It's an emergency money, but it's not going to do you much good in an emergency. But if you change it for a 50 note, it's still there. It's still a lot easier to get rid of if an emergency comes up. And it's still as long as there's not somebody in the house that will fucking whip it and. But yeah, that's what I do. I prefer to have a 50 note than £50 in small change. Small change is good; it has its place. But for long, I'm looking at the long term. I mean, because I've had injuries, right? Like I say, I've cracked a bone in the foot. That was that bastard. If you ever had that done, the thing is, I went to work on it for 3 days, thinking it was sprained. Oh, you've never. I tell you, the hurt, man. It was, even I was like watering. Eyes are watering because it was so bad walking on a bone that's cracked. I've had cracked ribs, not broke but cracked. My brother had a fucking hand in that one, and then I had a work injury years before where I got crushed in between. The fucking ribs went. Anyway, and it's handy. It is handy to have that around. Anyway, I guess nobody wants to see a 50 note. So okay, what's? Yeah, that's what the money is. Where I am, I live in Moscow. Ah, that explains the funny writing in your name. Aha, something hack, HAC at the end. There you go. Well, actually, you might better help me out with on my video, my latest video. I've got a P.O.Box. And of course, anybody out of England, always put England on the bottom there. If you're in England, it doesn't matter, but put England there. You might better help me out with some Russian vodka if you want. Maybe a little miniature bottle. Maybe post that to me with a P.O.Box. Yeah, the address is the address is on my latest video. It's on my latest cookery video. Yeah, no, that'd be great if you want to send me a little miniature of Russian vodka. See how Russian vodka compares with the piss that we're drinking in this country. That'd be great. Northern Scum. Do you think we should have a 15? Oh dear. There's a thing about it. Nose is itching. Do you think we should have a 15, a 25, a 30, a 35, and a £45 note? No, none of the above. I don't think we've got any need for any of that shit. I think we need a £100 note. That's in fact, I think we need the £1 note back. When I was a kid, I can't remember what year it was. I'm thinking I was about 16, so that would have been 86. Maybe somebody can write in the comments when the £1 note went out and we had the coin. I want to say 86. I'm thinking I was still at school, so it would have been around 86, shortly before. Anyway, yeah, I mean, they were fucking great. £1 notes. Jeez, I've actually got a few. I bought some off of eBay years ago. I got them in a binder. But yeah, we need the £1 note back. Yeah, keep the coin. But now we've got these polymer notes. You can bring back the £1 note, and they will last forever anyway, right? So it's not like the old paper notes where you've got to change them every fucking 6 months. You got to burn them and reprint some more. With a polymer, they'll last for ages, right? So they could bring back the one and introduce the 100. That's what everything in between. Keep the ones, keep everything we've got at the moment. But no, we don't need a 15, a 25, and all that lot. Is it cold in Moscow at the moment? I would imagine it seems to snow. Yes, I know we have snow coming. Ah, there you go. Yeah, it seems to snow all the time. You ever noticed on the TV, Russian women, right? They're either young and hot, or they're old and nasty, right? They don't seem to have anything in between, you know. I don't know whether it's just that they're being selective on who they film, but yeah, they don't have any women in the middle. They're either old and lovely, or young and nice, not old and haggard. But yeah, I don't have anything in between. Broken bones in feet. One of them is frozen. What the fuck? Oh, the picture froze there for a minute. Your connection is unstable. Please wait for. I mistakenly say broke about my foot, but it's actually cracked. It was cracked. That's what it was. That's what I mean when I sometimes I misspeak. But you're right. If it's broke or cracked, it is the worst. It's because there's nothing you can do. I mean, the thing is, because I had to walk 15 minutes from the bus stop up the hill to get to work. Luckily, I was driving a truck most of the time. Some of the time, you know. But then I'd have to walk from work all the way down the hill to the bus stop to get to the bus. And then, of course, go to the C Centre, get a second bus to get home, do it all over again. But it is the painful. When I first cracked my ribs on the side here, that was a bastard, because there's no position you could get into: sitting, lying down, go and take a piss is a fucking. You got to plan ahead for that. Everything you do, every movement, just hurts like a motherfucker. Oh, oh, that Russian. I tell you, I'll have to refer to you as the Russian viewer because of your name. I can't. I am 9. Me asking. This is what I was asking about the Russian vodka. I am 9. Where am I going to get? But I'll ask my mum. Okay. Oh well, I didn't realise you were so. Didn't realise you were so young. Am I going to get? Yeah, I assumed that you was older, but okay. I don't know what that is. Naz50 is asking about. Am I married with kids? And then goes on to ask, can I send you frozen foods or beer cans? Well, problem one is frozen foods in the post. I'm not going to say frozen, or beer cans, which by all means, I mean, if you want to send a beer can through, brilliant. I would imagine it'd be hell on the postage, but I don't know if it's cheap enough. But yeah, by all means. I'm not sure about the frozen foods though. Because the thing is, I mean, it's going to go to the P.O.Box place, and it'll be every couple of days when I get to the P.O.Box. But if anybody's abroad watching this, and you have chocolate bars, crisps, biscuits, by all means, post those. Hello. Peter B has just his comment is flashed up. Peter B has donated £1.99. Thank you very much, Peter B. Yeah, Peter B's a regular on the old contributions. Is very generous. Thank you, Peter B. £1.99. Keep up the good work, Mark. Great live streams. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I'll tell you, it's it's nice contribution. Yeah, it's nice to be appreciated for the. I was going to say the hard work, but but yeah, it's very nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I tell you, it's yeah, it's always nice when we, I mean, it doesn't have to be an amount like that, but it's always nice when that pops up. It's nice. It's nice to be people appreciating what I'm doing. Hello, I've got 13 thumbs up. Anybody not hit the thumbs up? By all means, go for that. It's anybody. See, the thing is, I can see how many people are watching, and I can see how many thumbs up. but I can't see how many thumbs down. Can somebody write to me, tell me how many thumbs down? I'm just curious. Okay, but yeah, thank you again, Peter B. All right, don't Lee Merton, don't spend it all at once, Mark. Haha, yeah, indeed. Oh, Eddie Freeman says 11 thumbs down. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Ah, there you go. My Russian viewer is called Olivia. Hello, Olivia, from Russia, from Mother Russia. It's funny that, Russia is called Mother Russia. Germany is called the fatherland. What other countries? Is there any other countries that use mother and father as like that? Mother Russia, Germany, fatherland, England. What would we call England? I don't think we have. No. Mother England? Father? No, I don't know. But Peter B. Every little helps, to quote a well-known source. Indeed, I know who you're talking about there. Every little helps. Eddie Freeman says a big thumbs up from me, Mark. Thank you ever so. There you go. I've got 15 thumbs up. Yep, Lee Merton, very true, Peter B. Yeah, every little helps. Yeah. In fact, it was for a firm I used to work with, I believe. Any road. Bloody hell, look at that. 2 hours 11, coming up on 2 hours 12 minutes. How many? That's the trouble. You get a little tiny itch and get the ink coming off. Oh, I've got a towel down here, by the way. This is what I'm rubbing the ink onto, not my couch. How many tattoos do you have? That's from Peter Jennings. Peter Jennings. How many tattoos do you? All right. Well, I've got. There's my first one. I've got a dragon here. 2. I've got that quote. 3. Dragon. I got this one. This one was a cover up, and this one was actually 2. I had the tiger done, and then about 2 or 3 years later, had the jungle. Oh, and I almost forgot, of course, the clown up here. This clown was what I tell people is an amalgamation of 6 different designs, pictures. I got all the pictures I could find of clowns, and I said, right, okay, give me the face from that clown, but turn his hair into that from that clown. Have the jersey coloured like that clown. He's carrying a stick or a wand there, stick. Take the stick from this one and put it on there. Yeah, about 6 different designs amalgamated into one. That's what I got. Olivia says, do little vids to I did do once. What? Wait a minute. Do little vids to I did do one and ice pop, or what you call it if you look on my CL. Is that channel? I'm not exactly sure what that means. Do little vids to I did do one. I think you make little videos on your channel. I think that's what you might be saying. Might be. I'll tell you. Yeah, I mean, when you get a chance, go onto one of my cookery videos, the latest one perhaps, and write a message and remind me, and I'll take a look, see what videos you've done. Maz050, can I send you a Burger King voucher, £15, and I pick the food for you to try? Absolutely. You send a voucher, you get to choose what burger I eat. In fact, I'll tell you what, though. I mean, the last one, vouchers were very common in my last one. I had Pete and Dawn, who I don't think are with me anymore because I think it's due to the face paint. But they, in the last P.O. box, they sent me a Marks and Spencer's voucher, and I went out and got some different foods, made a dinner out of that. That's very generous of them. I had somebody send me £5 in co-op stamps. They sent me that and asked me to try out the pizza and the lager promotion that they were doing. What was it? Two? Was it two? I can't remember. Was it two pizzas and four lagers, or was it one pizza and four lagers for a fiver? Can't remember. Anyway, it was pizza and a lager. I'm trying to remember the name. Anyway, they sent me five vouchers for that. But so yeah, I mean, if you have a Burger King, I don't know. How did you acquire a Burger King voucher? I didn't know they sell those. But anyway, yeah, if you send me that, write down what burger you want me to try, and I will eat it, and I will most likely film it too. Um, Peter B, come on, you guys, got to give a bit to further the cause. Absolutely. In fact, what I always try and plug is, I mean, Peter B very generous all the time with his donations, and a few others also. You know, they chip in sometimes. But what I would ask that everybody can do is, if you're looking at my cookery videos, allow the adverts to play. Now that, if enough people do that, then that will actually help as well. You know. Because I mean, it's all those advertisements. I mean, they're fractions of a penny, really, but they add up, and it's things like that that I can do things like when I went out and got a load of stuff that I tried to give off to them charity people. You know, those homeless fucking people. They didn't want that because they didn't want me to. I asked if I could just film handing it over, and you know, because people donated to the cause as well. Salvation Army, they agreed to it, and then they phoned me up. Oh no, sorry, we changed our mind. You can't come over and film it. You know, I would have plugged their Salvation Army stuff as well. But it's things like that you know I can use the advertisement money for. Lee Merton, I bought 20 bottles of Bud for a tenner today from Aldi. That's cheap, indeed. So that's 50p a bottle. Are they the itching? Look at that, get ink all over my fingers. What happens in a lot of promotions like that? They're not the 300 milliliters, 330. They're not the 330. They're like the 275. Is that correct? Mind you, either way, that's still a bargain. 50p a bottle, even if it is like the 275 mil. But yeah, Naz, yeah, by all means, send that voucher. Anybody else got any vouchers? And if anybody works for McDonald's or Burger King and you get access to free vouchers, I don't know if they give their staff free food vouchers, but by all means, you know, send them in, and you can dictate what I eat. There's very few things in McDonald's and Burger King that I can eat. I mean, I can't, you know, there's only the coffee drinks, but I mean, that's no big deal. No, I can't drink coffee. 10 bob a bottle, not bad, Lee. It's from Northern Scum. 10 bob. Yeah, that's a bit before my time, but 10 bob. I'm not sure how much that is. Nans 50. Also, can you show us the vodka brand you are drinking? Well, the thing is, it's the same old. It's basically the co-op's own brand vodka. Well, I've got just under half a bottle. There you go. I've got half a bottle left. When I get done with this, I'll probably go up to Asda and buy their shop brand. I haven't bought, I haven't bought Asda shop brand ever. I've had Tesco, I think, I don't know, but the co-ops are a bit nearer. So, but yeah, once I get through that and I'll get a different brand. Let me see. Olivia from Russia. I made a video of where I was trying a chocolate ice cream on my channel. Well, I was trying a chocolate. Oh, you're doing a review on the chocolate ice cream. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, no, it's interesting when young people do proper videos. I mean, I've seen stuff when there's a few other. I mean, young people, they're not all stupid. Some of them can actually make proper videos. When I remember 20 odd years ago when I was first getting the idea of what YouTube, how YouTube worked. It was sort of like when it first started, probably more than 20 years ago. I remember one of the very first videos that I watched on YouTube, not the, but one of the first, was there was a kid, and he was smart enough not to show his face. But listening to him talk, he sounded like a kid and he formed sentences like a child. All right. But what he was doing was, you know, those, like you get a plastic egg and you pull the two halves away and you get some putty inside to play with, kids play putty, right? What he done, he took that out, uh, drilled some holes in the top, a couple of holes, got some gunpowder. I think it was gunpowder from fireworks. Again, back to the fireworks fucking thing that these stupid kids are doing. He got some gunpowder from the fireworks, put that in one half, and in the other half, or put in one half, and in the other half he put I think it was popcorn seeds. And he was saying, right, I've got gunpowder in one half, in the other half of the shell, I've got popcorn seeds. I'm using popcorn, but you could use ball bearings, you could use screw. Oh fucking hell! It sounds like a 9-year-old, and he's saying how you could substitute the popcorn for screws and fucking bolts and shit. Right, and then he put them together. With the holes in the top. He put a little bit of string or a bit of lighting thing, and he lit it and used it as a grenade. Threw it in the car park and had it explode. One of my first videos. And I thought, Jesus, you can get away with anything on this newfangled YouTube. Jeez. Johnny the Smasher is in the house. Hello to you. Northern Scum, 1 million views equals £1,000. Very likely. Yeah, because I tell you, the you know what? YouTube do not tell you how much you earn per advert. What they do is it tells you can click on the little, on the graphs, or, if and you can see what your channel estimated has earned this week, or this month, or last month, or 6 months ago, like that. What it doesn't do, what they don't do is, I mean, they know exactly how much they charge the companies to advertise on our videos, but they do not tell us how much we can earn per video. So we got an idea. So we figure, all right, if we're earning 1/10 of a penny, that means we've got to get 10 people to watch to earn a penny, providing that they watch the adverts. Okay. So they don't tell us fuck all. We got to work it out. So what I do is I've managed to work out roughly, looking at what a video has earned by how many clicks it's had. I estimate 1/6 to 1/10 of them, because they're all different price. They're priced different ways. On the right hand side of the screen, you've got a little advert there. That's one advert. You've got the advert that comes at the bottom of the screen. That's a different priced advert. You've got one that superimposes itself onto the video. That's another one. You've got the other advert that stops your video, plays a 30-second video, and then comes back to your video. That charges a completely different thing. So you've got every video charging a different amount of money, that the YouTuber earns, and nobody has a clue what these numbers are. For some reason, they decide to keep them a secret from the people. We're earning those fuckers millions, billions of pounds through revenue, right? And they're throwing us a few crumbs. right? But we have no idea. But like I say, from with a rough calculation, I've worked out it's something like between a sixth and a tenth, depending on the what kind of advert. Sixth of a penny per advert. Uh, you know, which is why I say it's nothing. But if everybody just lets at least one advert play, that will help out your not just me, but it'll help out your favorite YouTuber. You know, because it'll help them carry on what they're doing. I mean, I'm nowhere near. I mean, it doesn't even make up an hourly wage. I mean, it's terrible. But for me, it's for me, I've mentioned before, trying to articulate it. It's just validation that I'm doing. If I could see, um, if I could work out, like this month, this week you earned, £6, £5, 50, whatever, this week, in revenue. It's just validation. Think, I'm doing a good job, enough of a good job that enough people are sticking around to watch what I'm doing, and they're watching the videos just to help out. Just validation. I'm not doing a shit job. Well, uh, Olivia says I don't have many subscribers. No, well, that will. I mean, the thing is, if you plug away. I mean, I've got like 1,300 now, 1,380. It does take a while, unless you're one of these silly girls who do reviews on nail polish. They get millions. Some of these people who get out of prison and start talking about their life in prison and stuff, they can have hundreds of thousands of. But no, if you just do I'm talking to Olivia here. If you do a quality show, something that you like, don't pander to everybody, because people will write in and complain they don't like this. Do more of that. Do less of the other. If you pander to everybody, you're going to get nowhere. Just do what you want to do, and you will attract like-minded people. Which is why, for example, I was doing a while. For the first, I've done it. You try and cater for as many people as you can because you want lots of people to join your channel. The thing is with the face paint here, the old boggy face paint that I've got on, is that my thinking was, really that wasn't the motivation. It was just to do a Halloween thing, and then it progressed. But I figure some subscribers are going to go because they're pissed off and they don't want to hear about old boggy. They just figure you're just doing it as a black face and you're a bastard, and I'm going to go somewhere else. I've noticed a few of those have gone. But you will attract, like, the people who are staying can see the logic of what I'm doing here. Those are the people who I personally want on my channel. They get where I'm coming from. So, Olivia, you're saying you haven't got many subs. Just keep what you're doing. Be true to what you're doing. You will attract like-minded people, and they will join your channel. They will tell their friends. They will spread the word on Facebook, Twitter, and all that other shit. And word get about. It may be slow. I mean, I've been doing this 2 years and I've got 1,300 subs. It is fairly slow considering what progress other people do. But, I'm building a fan base who are proper fans of the show that I'm trying to churn out. Kinky Kelly's in the house. Hello to you. Kenneth is there. Oh, Kenneth is there as well. He's put another comment. Kenneth, have you got your Discord set up? No, I don't know. I'm trying to work out how to do that. I may have to get somebody round. Olivia says that she tries. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Look, if you go onto my latest cookery one, write a note on it saying, Mark, we chatted in the live stream. Could you take a look at my channel? By the way, I'll go on it. I don't really subscribe to a lot of channels as a person. I only subscribe to like 12. But I will have a look, And if I can throw you a pointer or whatever, if I can see something that may be of assistance, you know, because I'm a YouTuber. Aside from being the age that I am, I've got a bit of world experience. Plus, I've got 2 years of YouTube experience. If there's something I can throw in for you, I'll give you whatever advice that I may be able to dream up for you. But write that in on my latest cookery video to remind me, and I'll take a look. Naz 050. Also, you have great mods. Yeah, lucky you. Indeed, I tell you that they are a really big help. Um, sometimes they haven't got a lot to do. Other times they're working overtime. I mean, I've got four, but over this and the last live stream, it's been Peter B. Let me see. I can't remember. There's four, and I can't remember the names off the top of my head. I'll have to go into the side categories. No, Northern Scum estimated yearly earnings is £605. No, well the thing is, it's less than a pound a day. So even if it was a pound a day, it would be 365. So that's half of what your estimate is, but it's actually less than a pound. I mean, I've done calculations where it's been approximately 70p. Sometimes, not even that. It depends. I mean, sometimes, videos. Sometimes my videos get demonetized. Most of my live streams get demonetized nowadays. I think it's due to the face paint, but I put in the videos Halloween face paint. So the YouTube moderators, the YouTube, when people complain, I click on a button to have somebody manually look at the video. They demonetize it, so it can be way less than a pound. So even at a pound, it's half of your estimate there, but it's sometimes way less. It's only going to be 70p. So let's go 70p. No, Kenneth, I haven't got my Discord. That I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna have to get somebody round. Actually, I'm reading old comments here. Northern Scum, Mark's video views for the last 30 days, 19,406. That what? 19,406,000. That doesn't. No, actually, well, that's slightly more. See, because I can look onto my figures, and so, a few months ago, I was getting between 12 and 14,000 clicks a month. Since the face paint, it's gone up to about 17. but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you managed to work that out, though. Anyway, but yeah, the clicks are going up. But the amount of subs. See, the trouble is now. But see, before I could see exactly day by day, because it would give me an actual count. 1,332, 1,333. It would go up one, go up, up and down, up and down, up and down on the sub count. Now, in a newsletter that YouTube have sent me and everybody else, and they use the word because of to help with help with YouTubers' health and well-being. That's a word they used, well-being, stress and well-being. because apparently it's too much stress watching the numbers go up and down, up and down, up and down. So being the fucking fairies that they are, and the other YouTubers who are fairies who complained about it, what they do now is they only change it in bulks of multiples of 10, which is why for fucking ages I couldn't figure out why my subscriber count stayed exactly the same. But it wasn't. It was going up and down within a multiple of 10. Right. So I had 1,370. So it would say that 1,370 all the way up to 1,379. It would stay the same. So it's going up and down in between that buffer, in between that number. Once it reached 1,380, then it would show me 1,380. Yeah, I prefer it to be seen, as an, as and when the numbers change, not in bulks of every fucking 10. But to counter the stress and well-being, the words that they used, they do this so people won't get agitated and strung out. And hello, it's freezing again. The picture froze there for a sec. Not a troll says, "Hey Mark, happy Halloween. Hello, happy. Same to you. I'm so tired now. I can barely talk. Look at that. I better go shortly. Look at that. I've been going over 2.5 hours." Peter B, anyone else intend on sending small contribution via the $? Easy to contribute a small token of appreciation. Well, that'd be jolly good. In fact, there is no fixed amount. I mean, if anybody does, I've had people donate 79 pence, which is still great. I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter what the I mean, if anybody does, that's great, but it's not so much the amount. It's just people it's showing appreciation. It's saying, we like what you're doing. That's all it means to me. Ah, Joanna Butler's in the house. Oh God, that face paint again. Yeah, well, it's still Halloween, Joanna. It's about 10 days away from Halloween, and I, for one, am celebrating the Halloween. Not holiday, but with a Halloween theme. People were complaining before that it wasn't Halloween, but it was within Halloween month. Now we're almost into Halloween week. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, Halloween. It is Halloween face paint, and it is all styled on Old Boggy. In fact, Joanna Butler, you can do. You may have realised. I don't know if you've watched my last cookery video. I've got a new P.O.Box opened up again. So if you want, what I've been saying to people is, if you get a sheet of paper, draw an Old Boggy face styled on what I'm styling right now. Draw that on paper with a bit of crayon, bit of pencil, bit of felt tip pen. Put that in an envelope. Put a stamp on it. Send it to me. You'll get a. I'll show it to the world, and you'll get a shout out. There you go, Joanna. So that'll be. You can do that if you like. Good. Peter B's on the case, removing all silly comments. Good. Northern Scum, you've had 10 new subs and 588 views today. Excellent. Yeah. Don't know how. Well, you must be writing it down, I guess. But that's really interesting. 10 new subs. That's pretty good. Let me see. Not a troll. Great to see you streaming, mate. I was late to the party. Oh, well, welcome anyway. Peter B. Chemo wig. You are a pointless waste of oxygen. You will be moderated. That's strange because Chemo Wig's normally pretty good with his comments. Or his I'm assuming his or her, I don't know. But it's usually pretty good. Olivia from Russia. I am dressing as a cat. Oh, what you mean for Halloween? Did you have Halloween in Russia? Well, I guess you must do. I guess. In fact, most white countries will celebrate Halloween. You don't see any black countries, I don't think, celebrating Halloween. Am I wrong? I don't know, but dressing as a cat is interesting. Not a troll says thumbs up to the stream if you haven't. Excellent, yeah. If I can. Olivia says, if I can, I send, but you might not be able to read it. No, well, if it's in Russian, probably not. but no, if you want to actually, bloody hell, if you want to send a picture of old Boggy drawing, by all means, you can send that. It'd be interesting to have a Russian stamp on there, because what I'm doing, Olivia, and anybody else who's interested with the P.O. box is I'm saving the stamps again, just like the last time I had a P.O. box, saving the stamps, sending them off to that dog charity. And what they'll do, they'll sell the stamps. So Russian stamps would be quite nice for a collector to buy. They'll buy a dog for some poor bastard who's got, epilepsy or some kind of ailment that requires them to have a dog that can help them. So that's what they do. The charity sell the stamps and the money they used to train a dog. Yeah. What's happened to Joanna Butler? Joanna Butler wrote for a moment. Joanna, are you going to post me a drawing of old Boggy, or that'd be good to see your artwork. I don't mind that one. Let's see. Ah, Olivia from Russia. When I get Halloween candy, I try to send you if I can. Excellent. That'd be very nice. Thank you. That'd be interesting to see what Russian little sweets, little candy, what they look like, or taste like. That'd be interesting. It's been ages since I've had foreign. Anybody else have any foreign candy? By all means, send that in. That'd be good. Olivia might if she's able. She says. All right. Yeah, Kenneth. Not a troll, such a blat. Not a troll for the motherland. For the motherland. Yeah, that's it. Mother Russia. Yeah, sweets from the motherland. Olivia says she has some on her channel. In fact, if anybody's able, why not? I haven't had a chance to do now because I'm doing a live thing. But if anybody's, it's the one with the Russian writing. If anybody wants to give it a go, she does. Looks like she does some reviews on sweets and other things. A little review channel. If you click on that, maybe give her a bit of support, perhaps. Click on that, say hello. See what she does. It might be of you never know. You might want to stay with the channel, perhaps. But at least maybe help her out. She's young and trying to give it a go on the channel. Not a troll. I'll pose nude to be painted if anyone is game. Northern Scum. Mark, your daily average views is around 650. I work for YouTube Northwest. Well, if you work for YouTube, can you ask the people who make the decisions why it is they don't tell people like me how much each advert is worth, so we know what to expect? Which we know what we're looking at. Maybe that would be a. Kenneth, how's the Discord going? Discord. Well, I've been talking for 2 hours 45 minutes now. Coming up, it's going pretty good. Northern Scum weekly average is 4,529. Monthly is 4,529. What? Weekly average is 4,529. Monthly is 4,520. So the weekly is the same as a monthly. That can't be right. Even by my math, that seems odd. What's chemo? Stop wasting time, chemo wig. What's chemo wig up to? Normally he's quite good. He's been behaving himself normally. Sorry, this month is 19,406 so far. But yeah, it's not bad. That's not nice to say. Chemotherapy. Yeah, well, it's somebody's username. Chemotherapy wig. I know it's probably get a lot of unusual names. Not a troll. Where's he gone? Not a troll says, and you thought I was talking shit, Mark. Well, yeah. Well, I am tired, so I'm trying to read. Okay, Olivia, respect Mark. He nice. Peter B. Mark is the ultimate moderator on this channel. If he thinks I'm overstepping the mark, I will be informed of this or have spanner removed. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Peter B seems to be doing a pretty good job. It's just that, yeah, I mean, there are some people. It's strange that some people are, they're. I've read their comments before, and they're always pretty good, but that's the thing. I've had lots of good comments from people, and then all of a sudden they turn. But no, that's the thing. Is, I mean, yeah, nobody, even no matter what they write, they don't like being timed out. But if anybody's going to be a pain, yeah, just time them out. It's, I mean, let them have a little bit of a free reign, but don't if they're starting to get out of order, then shut them down. Okay, Peter is a saint. He saved you. Keith, did you look into your Discord fan server I was talking about? You know what? I don't know what I'm doing on there. It's all a big mystery to me. I might have to get somebody around to have a look, see if he can work it out. A lot of this stuff I just start screwing around with the buttons, and it managed to find stuff out, but I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, Northern Scum. I don't know whether Northern Scum is making this shit up or whether he does work for YouTube. I don't know, but he's. Forgive me if I'm wrong here. It says, Mark, your channel rank is 89,998th. So almost 90,000th in the UK. Yeah, it's interesting. See, I don't have access to any of that information. If Northern Scum, its grade is C++. I don't know. Not a troll. Have you made any homemade burger recipes before? Yeah. I mean, if you type in Mark's Remarks homemade burger, you'll see that I've made, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 burgers. I've got some mincemeat, got an egg, mush them together. I've thrown in bits of bacon, bits of I don't know, you know, I made my own. But I tell you what, oh, it is so much better than any other burger you can buy out of the shop, you know, cooked, or burger that you buy out of the freezer compartment in the supermarket. Making your own is so. In fact, I mean, I've done a demonstration. I should make another one actually. It's been it was last year. It was yeah, it was like last year. Yeah, it's very simple. Mincemeat, egg, mush them together. Throw in bits of other meat. I think I made a 4 meat hamburger, but the taste is so good. You know, it's better than the shite that you buy. Anyway, but yeah, Mark's Remarks homemade burger. If anybody's interested in looking at how to do it, I haven't watched that for a long time, but I remember the burger was really good. Anyway, okay, it's 11 o'clock in the evening here in England. It's about a minute to 11. I've been going 2 hours 51 minutes. It's a shame to go because I mean I've got 21 people watching. I mean there's plenty of people watching. It's just I'm really tired. I've got to wash both. I believe this this takes about 3 washes to get off my face. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do that, and then I'm gonna have to go to bed. I'm gonna have to get up. Ugh. Any road. Anyway, last chance. Okay, last chance to hit the thumbs up if you haven't done that already. Please, if you like what you see, tell your friends. Maybe put one of my cookery videos on the YouTube, on the Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. Check out my last cookery video. I made a sandwich. It has the address of the P.O. Box, and every video that I do from now on, a cookery video in the kitchen, then I will have the address, you know, over my shoulder. It will have the P.O. Box address if you want to send your drawings of Old Boggy or your drawings of Papa Lazu, either one. Send them in with a little note. Usual postcards on the back of a cardboard packaging. Let me see, vouchers, sweets, anything. If you work for McDonald's and you get some vouchers, send them in by all means, and I'll eat whatever burger you recommend. And thank you, everybody. Now I must go because I've got to go wash my face. It's going to take ages to. Anyway, okay. Thank you, everybody, and good night.